So in this episode, we're gonna be talking about how you start out the game, basically the first minute up until laning and the laning stage, how you make sure that you have the most impact on it, and how you can determine what your hero is supposed to be. When you go into lanes, you wanna make sure that you're not only you, but also the people or the person that you're laning with understand like what you're supposed to do in the lane. So if you think that if you're going dual offlane, let's say, which is the standard, if you're not gonna have like any effect on the other team's carry, then maybe you wanna go aggressive trialing because you want to make sure that you at least win one lane. The main purpose of you, if you're playing position 4, is that you wanna make sure you win one side lane. So if you're going offlane and you're not gonna win your safe lane, and you're not gonna win your offlane either, you need to choose like which lane do you want to win. So if you're not sure that you can win offlane 2v2, or if you're not sure if your safe lane is going to win 2v2, you can always make sure that you win one of the lanes by either going to the safe lane or making your position 5 column to top lane. So when you're talking about roaming as position 4, you need to still understand that you have a responsibility for lanes anyway. So if your safe lane is not going to win 2v2 and your offlaner is playing solo against 2 people, you need to make sure that you have an impact on the mid lane, or you're able to rotate to your safe lane and kill them there, or you're able to help your offlaner by pulling waves or playing between lanes. But you still have a responsibility for your lanes turning out good. It might not be as static as you're helping one core, but you need to make sure that the impact is on all 3 lanes. I think the easiest way to determine where you're supposed to be on lanes, like where you can have an impact, is to think about what is the hero that is the worst against me. Like where is my hero actually going to have an impact? So let's say you think you're going to go 2v2 offlane, but that lane has a counter to your hero. Let's say you're playing Elder Titan, and the other team has an Oracle, and he's going to purge your buff. Obviously, you don't want to go to that lane. You want to go to another lane. You have to think about, look at the draft, and look at the heroes that the other team responded with after you picked your hero. And if those are some answers that you don't think you can deal with, you play away from those heroes, or you play around them. So let's say you're playing against, maybe you don't have an option, you still have to go offlane, but maybe you can pull waves and you help your offlaner get experience in that way. But don't play into counters, make sure you play around it, and be on the front foot, and make sure that they don't know what you're going to do, and that you're not responding to what they drafted.